volume. There
That's
we go.
good though.
I don't think Dan will like it, but
That's an Apple thing.
yeah, exactly. So
How was the trip, man? Did you guys have fun?
yeah, it was good. It was nice. It was lowest was like 66 or something like that, maybe 62. I don't know, something like that. Highest was
Nice.
80. Highest was 83.
Wow. Yeah, you didn't miss much. We had that horrible snowstorm that was supposed to come, and we never got anything.
Yeah, go figure.
Always the
Yeah, it
way it
was
is.
the 23rd or 22nd. We were supposed to get one, weren't we?
Yeah, it was like that Thursday, Friday, whatever.
Yeah, we were here for that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you guys left the following week. Yeah, after Christmas.
Yeah, we still have school. Yeah, so
Nice. Yeah, we're
and
taking daughter back tomorrow.
oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Christina
Indy
is.
sucked. Yeah, right.
Did you guys go down 65?
Yeah, we took 65 down, and it's like they got rid of the exits.
Yeah, it sucks. It's horrible. They did all kinds of construction, and it's miserable.
So we ended up going off, kind of going through Indy. We drove past Lucas Oil Field, which was kind of neat,
Okay. Yeah, that's
where
always
the
fun.
Colts play.
Yep.
So I figure we'll just do that, cruise through there, and then
Yeah, I mean
keep.
it's boring probably just due to the distance, but I mean there's not a lot in Indy to go through.
Yeah, no, exactly. The
It's a
way
long
back
ass
was much
state.
nicer. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It just took us through pretty much like southern. And it seemed like
Nice.
it was much nicer, at least until like 25 minutes outside of normal, Bloomington Normal,
Oh, okay.
when we
Okay.
when we got hit with nasty fog.
Yeah, these like
Na-
last few days it was crazy foggy.
Like it was bad. I don't think I broke 60 the whole way once we hit that.
Jesus. There's Dan. Yay, the Vespago.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hola,
Hola, amigo.
como
Yeah,
está?
Mario Como está usted?
Mario Lopez.
Yes, Mario Lopez. Nice.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember what the ladies at work taught me how to say 40 chairs. 40 telas.
Ah, okay.
40 chairs in Spanish.
Nice.
Into Españols.
Let's see.
And you were like, cállate la boca, puta.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't. What?
Cuentas
Oh.
tacos.
La escuela es en fuega.
Yeah, exactly. El caballa esta en su pantamedia.
That's right.
All hail Handy Andy.
Welcome to Spanish on the Relatables podcast.
Yes. Uno, dos. Yeah.
I'll just never forget what's his face in the bathroom when the ceiling fell and he pissed all over the wall.
We're starting out with that already. Okay.
That's right. We're going.
Well, who was that? What was?
I want to say Jose, but that wasn't his name. The Spanish
No.
guy, the little Hispanic kid.
I'm trying to remember his name. I know who you're talking about.
Wasn't Eduardo? Was it?
No. That was the guy that worked in lumber, right? With Big
think
Jim
so.
or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
The guy that had the tigers.
Yeah.
Tight
Yeah.
like a tiger.
Reggie? What? Reggie, if you ever watch him.
Oh my God,
we love
Reggie.
you, man. We love you, man. We love you.
Doug Happel, Pete. What was the big guy? Pete. He went over to go work.
Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson.
Yeah, porn star Pete. Yeah, he was the guy with the mustache.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Pete Davidson. It was Peter Scholl.
Yes, because he was the guy that went to go work at that Home Depot in Mount Prospect.
Yeah, he went. Yeah. Yeah, that's good times. Anybody else we're forgetting?
Tanya.
Tanya Michelle.
Who was the guy that worked in hardware?
Don Watt? Don?
Don, maybe. Yeah, the old guy.
Don.
Who shuffled
What about
his feet?
and
Yes.
Yeah. The
Oh,
old
Patel.
guy.
Patel. My foot ankle.
Patel. My foot ankle. I broke my foot ankle.
Who was the guy that worked out in Seasonal.
Seasonal. Yeah,
He worked at
Mitch.
UL. He worked at UL. Was that the guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Dark-haired guy.
Yep. And then that other kid that came in that worked out there too. The 48 cents for the lawn chairs.
Oh God, yeah.
Wasn't that Mike?
I might have been. No, Mike was the big guy. I thought that worked in lumber.
Oh,
Mike or
Yeah,
Jason. I don't remember what his name was.
I don't know. Yeah, good times.
Fran, the
Getting
rebeth
Yeah,
girl.
Fran. Yeah, yeah. Sitting at the return desk, bored out of your mind.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
And then
But
Patty. Patty used to work at Toys R Us with me. I didn't realize that until I started working at Handy Andy.
really,
Yeah, when I worked at Toys R Us, like it was in high school, whatever the hell it was. She's like, "Oh, you don't remember me?" And I'm like, "Oh, I was like 17."
mm-hmm.
I was like, "I don't remember much."
I remember you. Sorry.
Well, shit, I didn't
So
remember you were on my baseball team for like 4 years.
yeah, yeah. I wasn't very good, but at least uh, until I decided one day I was going to go up there and swing the bat no matter what happened, and I swung the bat and took it out of the park.
You remember the guy that was our coach? I don't know if you remember if I was playing on that team when I was pitching, and the kid
Uh,
was like crowding the plate, and I'm like, I was throwing like way outside, like walking everybody, and the
mhm.
coach is like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "They're like on top of the plate." He's like, "Hit him." I'm like, "Dude, what?" He's like, "Hit the kid with the pitch."
Well, if we're gonna walk them, we
Yeah,
might as
well,
well,
he's like,
aren't
"You
it?
hit him." He's like, "He'll get off the plate." So I beamed the kid, and I was like, "Dude, like, I don't know. You don't tell like a 10-year-old that. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's a
Was
kid."
that Karen? What was her name?
Oh, the girl that played on our team.
Yeah, Karen
Oh God, I don't remember.
Stewart. Karen Stewart.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah,
didn't we
she
go
was
to?
like,
Didn't she go to junior high with us
I thought she went to
uh,
high school with you.
she might have gone to high school with us. Yeah,
or high school? Yeah.
because she lived in the
'Cause-
area.
Yeah, she lived over down the street from the Morava Center.
Yep. Yep. Oh my God, Gary Morava. I
Yeah.
hated that field because they had those stupid woods behind it, and you used to get all the bugs out there, stand on right
Mm-hmm.
field.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
I've
now they got the two fields.
Oh God, dude, I haven't been out that way in probably like 30 years.
Well, I
I
still go over
I
there
got
all
no
the time.
reason to go there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm over there all the time. Go see my parents.
Nice, nice.
So, but yeah, the trip was good. The girls got to put their their toesies in the ocean for a minute.
Now you
We
were
were
on
under a
the
red flag.
you were on the ocean side, right? Not the coast, the Gulf.
Gulf side.
Oh, you Gulf side?
Yeah, Pensacola.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, they got to put their toesies on it.
Nice.
But yeah, we were under a
Nice.
red flag the whole time, or pretty much the whole time. So we couldn't
Yeah,
do much aside from that. So
I mean you could wait out, but like when we go to the Carolinas and we hang out on the beach and it's like a red flag. Usually it's like one of those. Everybody drags their chairs down there, and as the tide comes in, you just sit in the water.
yeah,
And
it's
then when
pretty
it
much what
gets
people are
then when
doing.
it starts getting too high, everybody just backs up.
Yeah, they back. Yeah. So yeah, you see, that's what everybody was doing. They were crowding the front of the beach,
Yep.
where the water is. So
Yep. Nice.
it's all right. We had a good time. The drive was entertaining.
So what is you guys drove all the way through, or did you stop partway down there?
When we left, I left straight from work, drove to Indy to Florida,
Okay.
and then on the way back from Florida, we stopped at Nashville home. So
Nice. Nice.
yeah, wasn't too bad. Didn't do much. Then when we got to Nashville, pretty much got in a room, sat down. Everybody got ready for bed, and it was Monday night, so we turned on Monday Night Football, and well,
Oh yeah.
see how that went. We see how that went. So,
So I
which
saw you guys put in chat. I knew they were canceling or
Oh, so it's
they
your
weren't gonna.
fault?
Yeah, it's his fault. That's right. They,
a dude had to almost die for me to make my fantasy championship match.
I was gonna say, so they're not replaying the game, but I saw that you said they're giving out scores based on what, like the previous statistics that the players had?
Well, in my league, what they did was, um, since they played a little bit of the game, let me load up my fantasy app here. They kept it to where it was. Oh no, they did they? No, they
I
took all the
changed
points off.
mine. It's based on the
Yeah,
player's stats. So I won, but barely.
yeah, because Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jamar
Joe
Chase,
Biden?
and T.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. T. Higgins, Chase, and Allen all had. I think they had like 5 points combined in that 10 minutes
Yeah.
that they played, and they took it all off. Okay, so I won.
Oh, they just pulled it all back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Yeah.
is that
So,
like, because you do what, ESPN fantasy?
no,
I
I'm on
do.
NFL.
So is that like just for your guys' league, or is it like across the board? Anybody who's using the ESPN or NFL or Yahoo or whatever?
It seems to be across the board, if because I'm on NFL. Dance, you said you were on ESPN, so it
Right.
seems like across the board they kind of, either kept the points or just nixed them all.
Makes sense. So it's just like
So
that game never happened. That week is just a bye for
yeah, which
everybody.
I was reading that they took his breathing tube out, and I guess he was talking. So
Yeah, he's fine. They could have kept playing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's Skip Bayless is like,
Fuck.
why is he doing that? Come on,
A
guys.
lot of lost money.
well, yeah, in terms of the football aspect, not the personal, like being people. I'm surprised they didn't continue the game after like a delay.
All that
You know,
money he got in his GoFundMe should go to the NFL.
Well, I
yeah, I don't know
saw.
about that one.
Lost
I'm not.
wages.
So I saw he had like some kind of like charity that he donated to, and there was
Yeah,
like
you
six
wanted.
thousand dollars in it. And then when everybody found out, it was up to like $8 million people had donated to that charity, whatever the hell he supports.
Which, hey,
Yeah, I
that's
mean, I
great
don't
for
care
the
what the
charity.
charity is. If people are just like, we got to do something, support the
Yeah,
guy's
but
charity.
look what it took to get anyone to do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, a guy
I
almost dying
Like,
on the
why don't we
field.
work together? Instead, we got a famous person has to almost die, not regular people.
And
no,
nobody does shit before it happens. They're always being reactive instead of proactive.
that's everywhere across the board.
Well,
Right.
hell,
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody's
look at 9/11. I mean, nobody did shit until somebody went and crashed a plane into a building.
because we're all in our. Oh, one
Well,
of the guys I was talking to,
that's an
um,
outlier.
said something about who was it? I was talking to him that there was a
His
family
A second
that
gunman.
that lived no like nine
this
eleven like
football player was on one of the buildings.
Yeah, there
yeah
was a second
no
shooter on the upper
speaking of
row.
9/11
Damar Hamlin was
um
on the World Trade Center.
yeah exactly yeah
Back and to the
Rex
left.
Grossman. Who was I talking to? He said
Doug
the
Flutie.
neighborhood he lived in. Oh, good. Gary Fensick.
Oh God.
Oh, but yeah, he said like in the neighborhood he lived in, this family didn't really interact with everybody, and then after 9/11 they were gone.
Oh yeah, that's
I was like,
that
oh,
sounds
okay.
sus.
Wait, what?
I mean, were they of that descent, like Middle Eastern or whatever? I don't know what they
Yes, they
were.
were.
It's so hard to figure out what words to use
I know, yeah,
nowadays.
right. Like I don't like
Of
what do I
what
say?
descent?
What
Oh, you mean
descent
the
are
video
you?
game?
Oh
No.
my God, that video game from like 95, 96.
Of that
Yeah,
descent.
I was trying not to,
You know.
generalize
I don't
anything
have a
there, but
23andMe profile on everybody in the planet, so I can't really tell you what they are.
actually, do you remember those? Speaking of stuff like that, do you remember the Idaho murders?
Yeah, the guy
That
that
happened like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, that got yeah. You act like it
know
was
how they
so
got
long
him,
ago.
You know how they got him?
They found
They,
DNA, they said, but I don't know
Was he
what
playing
kind.
Descent?
they used cell phone ping data.
What?
Like they
Good.
pinged, like they could, because they can track where you've been with your
Yeah,
phone.
yeah. Google
Yeah,
does
but
that.
how
I
do they know
mean,
what phone to track?
Google does that. Like that movie, that documentary, 2,000 Mules, used that,
yes.
and they used it to track this guy down. I guess as part of it. And I guess they also had like a partial thumbprint on a knife sheath.
Well, so what I
Uh,
don't get, if it's not incriminating enough, that like kind of crap to say that like yeah he was there. They I guess had staked out his house, and for like 2 weeks or like 2 days after, he was basically witnessed cleaning his car like top to bottom, and
Mm-hmm.
then disposing stuff in his family's garbage, and like the neighbor's garbage. After they saw that, they did a raid on his house and did basically the whole door kick where we're
Mm-hmm.
taking you in. And I read the article. They said they collected all the garbage and everything, and they found all this DNA crap. Like he had like rubber gloves and cleaning supplies, and but they were
He
like,
was a
well,
Yeah, he's a criminology
yeah.
student.
Yeah, he was
You
getting his
know,
like PhD or something in like
You-
yeah, criminologist or yeah, something like that.
How did they know what
yeah.
phone to track?
Well, they probably. That's a good question.
Well, somebody said I don't know how he became a suspect, but when he was named as suspect and
Oh,
they put the
they
name
probably
out
tracked
there.
everybody's phones then that were
Well,
suspects.
I see that's what I don't get. It's like I saw an article that said like he was named as a suspect. Like they announced this is the guy we're looking for, and they put up like a pic. I don't know how they had a picture, maybe something outside the house or whatever. I don't know. But then like an Uber driver came forward and was like, "Oh yeah, I've driven that guy to parties in the town like over the last year." Like he's
Hmm.
like he recognized him and like he's like I don't know, I just pick him up when he wants to go to parties, so he's taking him to parties.
That's wild.
Yeah, and like I don't know, and all of a sudden people were like put two and two together, I guess. I mean, because they said they looked at the one girl, they looked at like her boyfriend, and like I guess they basically look at everybody because at that point you don't know anything.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
they
Exactly.
they detained the two roommates that survived that were also
Yeah.
in the house. They detained them
I
for questioning.
I guess one of the roommates heard everything going on and just kind of was like, opened the door, was like, huh, okay, and then closed the door and went back to sleep.
Damn kids.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah. How do you not like hear that or like think to do something?
Uh,
Yeah, it's sad.
yeah, exactly. Sorry, I'm looking through my fan questions and anything fun that I've
You have fan
seen.
questions?
I have some fan questions.
I
Like
posted on
for us
Twitter.
or are fans of you?
Yeah, well, yes, yes, they're fans of us. I mean,
I
they may be fans of me,
Okay.
but
I posted on Twitter and Facebook and nobody replied. The one
yeah,
tweet
I had to.
got like 300 views and I'm like, we have no followers. How does it get 300 views?
Hey, that's all right.
I
One
don't
of the
know.
fan questions: top three favorite things about my wife.
About the fan's wife?
Yeah, I don't know the fan's wife. And
Is
next
it like
question, please.
I mean,
about what?
is it
It was
Tom Brady?
specifically. It was specifically, I guess, because it was directed to me, so I will assume it was, directed towards me. Of
Tom
top favorite
Brady.
things about my wife. She's beautiful. She's
Mhm.
kind, and she's funny.
So yeah, I could say that about Tom Brady's wife.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's funny, but okay.
Get-
Um, the other was we need to have a debate on camo versus hunter orange.
What? Is that only if you're hunting or like daily wear?
Yes, I would assume yes,
I mean,
because my daily Crocs are camo.
right. Okay, the fact that you're a grown man, like 40 some years old, wearing Crocs, we're just gonna gloss right over that.
I have to say, you ask anybody that has ever had a conversation about Crocs, I fucking hate Crocs with a passion. I think they are just shit. But They're my house shoes, and they are comfortable as shit.
I was gonna say
So-
everyone says they're comfortable, and I didn't realize that like if you buy actual like Croc brand, they make a shoe for hospital workers like scrubs to go with your
Mhm.
scrubs,
Mhm.
but they're solid. They don't have the holes in them, so that they don't get like shit all over them. Like if you're in a hospital, I
With some
didn't
blood
like.
on your toesies.
Yeah, and apparently they also make like steel-toed Crocs for like
Yes.
warehouse work. I guess I never knew that.
I didn't know that either. But yeah, these things I hate Crocs.
I mean,
I
like
would rather
I
listen
just
to Kanye West music on repeat or
hey,
Taylor
that's
Swift music on repeat
that's
for the
ye.
rest of my life than
That's
admit
ye.
that I like
Did they
Crocs.
did
But
they ever
I
find
like
him?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
That's mean.
yeah.
I'm not a fan of her anymore.
Well, you and I are gonna fight one day.
Oh yeah, you guys gonna throw hands?
Me and Taylor Swift and Greta Thunberg versus you.
And
Okay.
what's
It's
his
gonna be
name?
amazing.
And the Tate brothers.
Yeah.
No, hold on, no. I don't know. I'd rather take the ass beating than have them involved,
You
just
could,
because of what they're involved with.
and the whole
Not
Alright.
fight is
because of who they are.
basically just 6 pizza boxes. It'll be like dodgeball. We'll line the court with pizza boxes.
There
I
we
gotta
go.
drop because I'm picking up people. So
Oh,
I'll
that's
have you
it.
on later.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. We'll probably
So-
still be here.
All right. So we did our in-depth analysis on Crocs.
Crocs.
I heard this on a different podcast, and it made me question it, and so I was curious.
Oh no.
Would you rather pee out of your ears or sneeze out of your eyes?
What? I mean,
I heard it.
Well-
And I was like, "What?"
well,
Who
so
thinks
wait a
of
minute.
this
So
stuff?
wait a minute. You can technically, don't the like tear ducts like connect somehow? So like realistically, you could sneeze out of your eyes, I guess, if you, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
a thing?
Maybe.
I thought that was
Yeah,
all
'cause
like
you cry.
interconnected. Yeah, like it all
Yeah, 'cause you're
does.
crying. Yeah.
Yeah. But out your ear, I guess.
Would you
Like,
rather pee out of your ear? That'd be all dribbling down and.
well, but I mean that would change the whole mechanic of how you do that. Like
So it
you.
goes down and comes back up. Does it dribble? Does it shoot?
Well, that's the thing. Like, but like like if you think about Wrigley Field, the bathrooms, like that would not work
Stick
the
your
way
head
it does.
down.
Yeah, right.
Stick your head down to the
The
trough.
trough. Like, I mean, how would that work?
You keep little cups, around here.
Oh
Walking around.
God.
Sorry, this was my Amazon review. We got these for my wife. She
Looks
got
like
a set of 4.
funnel.
They're ice scrapers.
What?
It's an ice scraper. It's like a hardened plastic,
Okay,
like,
like a
ice
funnel.
scraper?
It's like it's like
like
a
a
dome,
funnel
a
kind of
cone.
thing. You can use
Okay.
it as a funnel.
Oh,
It's got a little
okay.
hole.
Okay.
She tried it today, and she said this thing was freaking amazing.
What? How does that work as an ice scraper? What do you do?
You just hold it, and I guess you just scrape.
That's it.
I haven't
Oh,
I haven't tried it yet.
that's weird. I wonder if we should like
Take
Wait.
video and do it.
yeah, or like how like do a review. Be like this sucks because like I mean I don't know what kind of weather you guys have gotten, but like we haven't really had much ice lately, other than like a couple of weeks back when we had that supposed to have that snow.
Oh, up here was shit today. It was
Yeah.
absolute shit. It was a
Yeah,
shit
like
show.
all our
Man.
snow's gone because it was like 50 degrees the other day.
We have some. Yeah, we have some snow.
Kind of sucks.
So.
My neighbor was down
Most
taking down
definitely.
his Christmas lights. I was like, oh man.
I put mine in the windows. So
Yeah, I put them on the roof on the second story, but I got to climb up on the ladder on the roof, and I'm like, I
worry
wait till
about
like, yeah, I do that like April. I can
Mhm.
take down the lower ones when it gets to be like 50 because I can just get on the small ladder and do it. But
I get yelled at when I would leave the lights up till like March.
I mean, I don't mind leaving them up. I don't turn them on. So
It's it's like it's cold. Why am I?
Yeah.
I don't-
we started taking down the ones from the window today. I threw out the tree the other day because we get the live tree. So the wife
let's
took everything
see.
off and I hauled it to the curb.
Can get rid of that. Can get rid of the pee out of your eyes.
See, you gotta send all your fans. Tell them to go put them on our Facebook page or Twitter.
Yeah,
Get,
I'll tell. Yeah,
drive some people over there. Be like, hey, if you guys got anything, link them. I sent you guys that link tree with all the stuff. Just post them there.
I'll
Be
have
like,
to.
go,
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
have to start a Twitter account.
I was
Um,
thinking about getting an Instagram for the group, but I'm like, whatever. We got a Facebook group, Twitter, and a YouTube.
yeah, exactly.
Start there.
Somebody else asked me, who really let the dogs out?
Oh,
I think Dan did because Dan left. I think that's what he's doing. He's going to let the
ah,
dogs out.
he doesn't have any dogs though.
I don't know. I got some strange friends.
What? Who did that
Uh,
song? That was Baja Men.
yeah, Baja Man.
Okay, so was it Baja or was it the Men?
Baja Man. Yeah, Baja Man. Yeah.
It was Baja
Uh,
that let him out.
I had one today. Question today. Why won't my husband move to Florida yesterday?
Uh, wait, why won't my husband move to Florida yesterday?
Yeah, why won't he move to Florida like yesterday? Like get the hell out of this climate and move to Florida.
Oh. Uh,
Um,
I'm gonna say it has something to do with being, Florida man. I wouldn't want to be down there near them, at least permanently.
Honestly, I think I'd rather be down there.
I don't know if I'd go that far south just because of how crazy people are down there. Like Georgia, Carolinas are okay because they're still somewhat normal. Florida's just full of wackos.
And so is everywhere else. Look, no offense. Look at your state. Look at my state.
Yeah, but I don't like. It seems like a lot of them congregate in Florida.
I think I would rather stay down there, to be honest with you.
No
So
offense to our Florida viewers, whatever. But I don't know, man.
actually, I met a couple at the Stefan. Shout out. Really nice. A guy and his wife. They're having a baby soon. Congratulations.
Nice.
Some of the people down there might actually give us a listen. So,
That's true. That's true.
though, honestly, it's
I
yeah,
I think I think there's like kind of like Australia. Like Florida's like the Australia of the U.S. There's a lot of shit that can kill you down there.
yeah. I was talking to who was I talking to? I was talking to one of the ladies at school today, and where was she? She was in was it Tennessee? They were camping. It might have been Florida. I don't remember. They were south. I don't remember exactly where they were.
Yeah.
And they were camping, and they went to the shower stalls, and there was a copperhead curled up in the corner.
Oh
I'm like,
Jesus. Yeah. Nope.
no thanks. Whole lot of nope on that one.
Keep your danger noodles down there. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
The spiders and shit, and the black widows, brown recluse. Forget it, man. You know what? When it gets cold enough for them to freeze and die off up here, I'm okay with dealing with that.
I didn't see any iguanas falling out of trees. I
When
was
we
kind of
were
upset about that one.
when we used to go to Clearwater on the Gulf side there, the hotel like they had like a boardwalk that would go out to the parking lot, and they had like all the trees that would hang over, and like you'd literally walk across the boardwalk and they would like scatter. They were everywhere. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's
You'd come out of the hotel, you'd come out of your room on like the balcony because they were like the outside exits. And you just open up the door and walk out to like the balcony, and there's crawling right along bunch of iguana.
yeah.
And then there's
Yeah, I didn't
stupid
see that.
the Florida roaches, the palmetto bugs or whatever.
Didn't see those. It was probably too cold
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
So, but hey, I thought it was wonderful and warm. Like it was 68 the day we got there, and I was in a
Dang.
t-shirt and shorts, man.
Now
No
was everybody
offense.
else wearing like jeans and saying it was cold?
No,
The
not really.
locals? No.
No, like the week before they said it got a little chilly. Like Christmas week.
Ah, okay.
Because we were what, like -40 with the wind chill,
Yeah, yeah. It was
and
crazy
they
here.
were they were I think in the 40s and maybe touched the 30s.
Yeah, the
So it was
in-laws,
chilly.
North Carolina, they're outside of like Raleigh. I think she said at one point it got down into like the teens overnight.
North Carolina. Okay, yeah.
Home of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, was that? Yeah, that's where I know. That's where he went to college. Is that
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it's from?
yep, yep.
I don't remember that. Let's see. One of my friends, Anna from Gen X. Sorry, I'm going through all my stuff here. It looks like she got engaged over the holiday. Congratulations to her.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, she got engaged, which is awesome. She's a wonderful person, and I kind of miss working with her and her sister. They were always fun. They we always had a good time at Gen X. So like
Nice.
Jessica and Sandy. Oh, sorry, I'm having another beverage delivered.
Getting getting
No,
prompted by the woman.
what's that?
Shaken, not
Oh yeah,
stirred.
no, thank you. She was gonna shake my soda if everybody could see.
Shaken, not stirred.
Yes. Let's see. I heard this the other day. Do vegans take down their Christmas trees, or do they just nibble on them?
Um, that's a good point. I don't know. I'm willing to say though that they don't even do that because
I'm a
I
secondhand vegan.
I don't think that's like considered vegan. I mean, it's a tree. I don't know many vegans that eat. Well, I don't. Let me rephrase it. I
Or would
don't
that
know.
be
I don't know vegans.
or would that be a vegetarian? Do vegetarians take their Christmas tree down, or do they nibble on them?
So so that's the thing is maybe they don't even put them up. Like
And what does that do to your goop shoot? If you're eating
goop.
pine needles.
Well, I mean, if you're what's her name? The who runs Goop? What the chick from Something About Mary? Gwyneth
Oh
Paltrow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
If you're Gwyneth
yeah,
Paltrow, you just stuff yourself a crystal up there.
yeah, yeah. Well, hey, whatever floats someone's boat, man.
I don't know about that though. I don't see how putting a rock in my vagine could heal me of all that makes me ill.
Hmm. I also heard. Why do we call it Rhode Island when it's neither a road or an island?
I've heard that before. Yep. Yeah, it's like
Sorry, I
it's
tried.
just a tiny little peninsula up there.
Why do we drive in a parkway and park in a driveway?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, let's see. Uh, oh yeah, I forgot about that. They all the Twitter stuff where they were talking about the CIA killing JFK.
Yeah, the leaks. Yeah, the government leaks. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching a whole bunch of like mafia stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
Just different interviews with different guys, different bosses, and different street guys and all that. And they always say um, that they were responsible for that.
The mafia?
The mafia was responsible
See,
for the murder of JFK. Now,
I
was it like something went down in the DMs and it was like a collaboration between the
I
CIA
I
and
think it and see that's the thing is I think that was something that came up with the leaks or with the documents because the CIA mentions the mafia and a lot of people speculate that the government says, "Oh, the CIA is this agency meant to protect people." Like you don't want the public to think that they could ever do something like that. So they
yeah,
basically had the mafia be paid off to be the fall guys, whether it was, a specific family, whoever claimed it or whatever. Because I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
then the other thing is like, are you going to question the mafia? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
who's
you're
gonna
gonna go
who's
up
gonna
to
be who's gonna go up against them? And be like,
yeah, yeah. Who's gonna do that? Yeah,
because then that's the other thing is like, you or I as a normal person isn't going to be like, oh, what the fuck, they're, why would they do that? Blah blah blah. But like another mafia family, like a rival family, is not going to want to challenge somebody who just blew away the president. Like,
exactly. You took out one of the most protected men in the country in the
yeah,
world.
yeah. Now, I mean, it adds a whole other dynamic of like, if they're claiming this, why didn't somebody go after them? And that kind of strengthens the whole conspiracy that the government paid them off and was like, look, if you say this, we'll just leave you alone and pretend we don't have enough on you, blah blah blah, and
Yeah.
you guys are the fall guys, while we do the dirty work type thing.
Yeah, I could buy
You're
that.
paid to be they're paid to be a bad guy because they're already bad, like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was watching still, because Michael Francesi, um, he goes through, talks about his life and the mafia, and goes through like the different movies like Godfather and Sopranos and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I forget who I was watching. I'd have to look up the video again. But they always talk about Hoffa. There's been
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 different thoughts on Hoffa.
Well, I like the
The
theory that he's buried under one of the pillars at Soldier Field.
I also heard Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I also heard the like an end zone, but I was like, the pillar one I can see as being more, pardon the pun, concrete, because unless you're actually going to knock down the building or whatever, like
Mm-hmm.
how are you going to prove otherwise?
Get some lidar or something
Yeah.
to try to. Yeah, it's the
But
other
like, yeah,
one was
anybody can do ground penetrating radar on an end zone and try and find somebody.
Mm-hmm. And then one was he was crushed in a, like, they took care of him, threw him in a car and crushed him up.
The wood chipper.
Okay, something similar to something like that. Yeah. But they were the one guy was talking about the movie Casino. You
Okay,
remember
yeah.
Joe Pesci's character and the brother, they get taken out in a cornfield and beaten to death.
Yeah, yeah.
Supposedly, that what this one gentleman said, that well, obviously it was filmed. Some of that was added for drama, but it was actually done in a house in either Berwyn or
Berwyn?
no, Berwyn, Cicero, Bensonville, one of those.
So they're all like in that area, right?
Yeah, yeah. So that was kind of interesting to see. It was one of the guys with the Chicago outfit.
There's a
It's been interesting to listen to all these uh, how they lived, what they did, how they
yeah,
acted, what they had to do. It's been very informative and educational.
there was a guy that showed up on my YouTube shorts at one point, and he was like some like high quantity, high dollar drug dealer or drug mule, and like he always talks about like what you do for the different cartels, like if you're in Mexico or like America or like overseas, like Italy, Spain, whatever, how they treat people differently and like what you can and can't get away with depending on where you're at. But then also like what you do, like he's like, yeah, like first time he goes to prison, and if everybody knows you're a drug mule, like, you got to get in with somebody to basically survive. But
Yeah,
it's like when you go to prison, there's like a unspoken, almost like a rule that like if you're pedophile or a kitty diddler, or somebody who like beats women, like that just doesn't matter. Those guys are
yeah.
like, they're the first ones to get killed. It doesn't matter what they did
Which
if they're
which no
doing
offense,
that.
I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
and that's kind of like their. He said like it doesn't matter where you are, like what country you're in. If you're in a prison, like that's the one thing you can count on across the board, no matter where you're at, is
Hmm.
that like they're gonna basically, do something to those kind of people if they show up.
Yeah, I remember reading there's a couple Facebook stories that pop up about this one guy serving life in prison. He's tatted, doesn't look like a guy you'd want to mess with, in a dark alley or a light alley.
Pew
I
pew.
guess he was walking, pedophile walked past him or something, and he basically told the guards, "Hey, I'm gonna kill that fucking guy." Guards
Of
didn't
course,
believe
yeah.
him.
The guard's like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. And I guess beat him to death like a week later or something like that. Later. And then I guess another one came in and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing to this guy." Did the same thing.
Nice.
Like, all right. I'm like, can I put money on his, on his commission, his com account, so I
Yeah,
can
there you go.
say, "Hey, thanks for ridding the world of assholes."
That's the way to do it, man.
But
Give those guys. I mean, I- like I never understood
but
that because it's like if you're in for
you never
murder,
saw that in 60 Days In.
yeah, yeah.
You know.
Like if you're in there for murder and like somebody comes through that like be like, oh, we're gonna pay you to kill this guy or whatever. Like I mean, what's the really recourse of something? Like what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Throw you in jail for longer? You're already in there for murdering somebody. Like who cares if you kill another inmate?
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. If you're in there for life and this dude's a pedophile and
Well, and
did
I
all
think
sorts,
I think that's like, and he talks about that. Like a lot of these guys, like it doesn't matter how bad they have been. You know, a guy that murdered his family or whatever. Like you don't. Those are the guys you want to be friends with because they're the ones who have nothing to lose when they're already in there.
hmm
And it's like, yeah, it makes you think like no matter what reservations you have about those people, like you just got to throw all that out the window because like there's a whole different world in there.
Yeah, did you ever watch 60 Days In?
No, I keep seeing somebody was talking about it recently. I saw
I
somebody.
watched it when I was at Northwestern Medicine when I worked there third shift. I needed something to do with my day before I, passed out for 12 hours. I was only supposed to be there for 8. And it's wild.
Yeah.
Wild how everything goes on. I no, thank you.
Is it on Netflix? It doesn't say. Oh, it's on
Uh,
Pluto. You can watch it on Pluto.
I watched mine on YouTube.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I think it was A&E that did it, but I just did that. It was
Yeah.
wild. I'll tell you what, if I gotta ever go to jail, I hope, was it Arizona? I think that's, hey, look at that, he's back.
All right, where was I? It was me,
Woo.
Taylor, and Greta versus Eric and the Tate brothers.
Yep. Yep.
But
You missed.
Andrew Tate has to parallel park all 33 of his cars in under an hour before he's allowed to do anything.
In a parking garage.
On a road of my choosing. Yeah.
There you go.
In Rhode Island? Now, is Rhode
Yeah.
Island, why do we call it Rhode Island when it's neither not a road and it's not an island?
Is it named after Cecil Rhodes? I don't know.
Cecil Island.
Maybe.
You missed a whole lot.
Did I?
I was going through my list of stuff.
All right.
I've only got
We got to
one,
start
2.
over.
I only got 4 things left.
Okay. Well,
I
I'm on
told him
board
he's
for
got to. What he's got to do is send all these people to the Facebook or the Twitter and post it up there.
I'll start doing that. I got to remember that. Yeah, thank you. I'll start doing that. I'll start.
And ask them like
Posting
if
to
they want
Twitter.
to recommend things, I can put polls up on Twitter and be like, "Hey, should we do this?" And then they can come vote on them. Should we make
Yeah, we
Eric
could do
drink?
that.
Should we make Eric drink warm pilk next week?
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks.
Should Eric do the one chip challenge?
I'll do the 1 chip challenge.
I don't know.
I'll do that. What's the Scoville on the 1 chip?
It's like the highest ever. They said, right?
Is it 1 million? 1 chip challenge. $40 for 1 chip.
2.2 million.
2.2 million. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's gonna burn on the way in. And that's gonna burn on the way out.
Carolina Reaper. Yeah.
I'll try the 1 chip challenge.
The Pocky one
You know
chip
what?
challenge.
I say we each do it. Well, all
Hell
3 of
no,
us.
ain't no way.
No,
I
I know
will
somebody
not.
who did it, and based on his experience, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I've seen people say that like people get hospitalized from doing that, so I got no desire to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I've done 321,000.
Okay, that's like
Scoville.
what? That's like this is 4-5 times more than that.
I did the bomb ground 0.
6, 7. Yeah, that's 7
Beyond
times
insanity.
higher. So eat 7 of those 300,000 and see how bad those are.
And that shit, the bomb ground zero, that shit was hot. Like that was, I took a little bit of a spoon. Like I just took the spoon and just kind of put the tip in. That
Just the
like,
tip.
and I mixed it into some mac and cheese, and ooh, that was a little too much for me.
So the bomb comes in 4 levels: Ghost Pepper, Beyond Insanity, Ground Zero, and the Final Answer.
Beyond insanity, the final answer. What's that? Guys
So
have to get that on Hot Ones. Hot
so
Ones, if you guys are watching, love your show.
so Ghost Pepper says it's 22,000 Scovilles. Beyond Insanity is 135. Ground Zero is 321, and then the Final Answer is 1.5. So that's even less than the one chip challenge.
You know what? Hold on, the bomb. The bomb final answer.
Yeah.
The bomb final answer.
Why does
Hot
that why
sauce.
does that sound like the Final Answer is like
The
something
bomb.
the Germans came up
$80
with?
for 2 ounces.
What?
Ooh, is $80 for 2 ounces.
Why is that shit so expensive?
But you can get, what does Hellfire have? Does 6.6 million?
Good God, that's higher than the one chip challenge.
Hellfire. This is the joint down the street from me. Is it 6.6 million Scoville? It says 6.6 million. Hellfire. That's the place down the street. I gotta stop there.
Hellfire buffalo wings.
Doomed is the hottest sauce in the world, spiked with 6.66 million SHU natural pepper extract. This sauce tests out in the lab at 2.76 million SHUs. Heat
So
level 15 out of 10.
so according to this, Mad Dog 357 plutonium is the hottest hot sauce in the world, and it comes in at 9 million SHU Scoville hotness units.
I've done the one chip challenge and ate blazing wings at Buffalo Wild Wings, both at 2 million. I honestly don't think it could get much hotter. This sauce smells delicious and great. I consumed a solitary drop, and after half a second, I started coughing with an unexplainable intense heat. And my stomach turned in about 30 seconds, and within 2 minutes, I was throwing up. I gave it 5 stars because it's what it
Wow.
says, but use caution. Ooh, shit.
See, that's
That's
crazy.
nuts.
Mad Dog 357, 9 million Scovilles.
I watched the Hot Ones with Bert Kreischer, and he had smoke coming out of his mouth from.
God damn.
That's crazy.
The
I wonder if
source.
Pilk would help. Would Pilk help?
I don't know. That just sounds gross. Get
Pilk
bitten.
in a one chip challenge. That I would probably throw up.
I was actually gonna suggest that because I was wondering if it would.
Meet your maker death sauce.
I'll do a lot of dumb shit, but that I don't. Mm-mm.
The hottest sauce in the universe is only 3.5 million. The last
Well,
dab, 2 million Scoville.
the Mila Kunis kind of blew through the Hot One stuff, and if she can do it, you know,
Yeah,
Scarlett Johansson did it.
I would say there's been a lot of. I think they said that historically more women seem to deal better with him on the hot ones than
Gordon
like the men
Ramsay's
do.
one was good. It was funny because he had milk, he had Pepto, he had donuts.
Well, Pepto. Oh, just to like try and calm it.
Yeah, maybe to not throw up.
Like, so somebody I think I'd want to see do that would be like Alton Brown because he knows like all the chemistry behind a lot of that crap. So I bet he could probably last pretty long because he would know like what to take to counteract the heat.
He did that show.
Did he?
Yeah, it was
I'm
pretty good.
gonna see. I don't watch it. I should. Everyone talks about it. I think I've seen clips of it.
Oh yeah, like Shaq's was good because he tried to act,
Oh, cool. Was it
like it
Tyson on
wasn't.
there too? Tyson was on that once, wasn't he?
I don't know. I have to look. Kevin Hart's was good. Kevin Hart was funny, but Kevin Hart's always funny.
Oh, Neil
least I think
deGrasse
so.
Tyson.
I didn't watch that one yet.
No relation to Mike Tyson
Oh my God, could you
that we
imagine?
know of.
Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe somewhere down the line.
Could get them to do 23andMe and check. They're like related.
Yeah. So I went to Jimmy John's the other day, right? Speaking of craziness, Dan, you're gonna
Uh-oh.
like this. I tried to order an unwich, right?
That's like the thing in the they
With
wrap
the
it with the
lettuce.
lettuce. Yeah.
With lettuce, yeah. Um, they didn't have any unwich left, and then they asked for a tip. I was like, no, bro.
So you were gonna get a sandwich. What did they
I
give you
wanted to.
then?
I had to put it on the bread.
Ah, okay.
Didn't even ask if I wanted it cored. Because a lot of people, when they do a like a lower carb diet, if you go to Subway or Jimmy John's or places like that, what you can do is you could take the sandwich and core the bread. Just take the bread out of it, so it's just kind of the shell.
Oh, okay. Just the baked outer
So
part.
yeah, so instead of getting like, I don't know, 60 carbs or 80 carbs or whatever it is, you're getting like 20 or 30. I don't remember exactly what the numbers are, but you're getting less. So it's neat.
That's hilarious to me.
You want to know what's hilarious? And I'm interested in this. I have to check this out. Nicolas Cage playing Dracula.
Is that like a new one? A new movie?
I think so. I've been seeing it around on like different uh, things online.
Did the
A little bit on
Bengals?
Instagram.
Did they really just tweet that?
What they tweet.
Anyway, bring on the Ravens.
Anyways.
You know what? I gotta open a Twitter. I have been.
I saw they had a massive leak, like 600 and some million accounts or something got leaked or
Really?
hacked. Somebody stole
When
them.
did they
I don't.
change it? When did they change it to blue?
Twitter? It's always been blue.
I thought it always blue. I seen some yellows though.
I thought it
Which
was a yellow.
No,
I know Snapchat's yellow, but
you're talking about the verified check mark? It should be blue.
no, the app color, the icon.
Oh, it's always been blue, I thought.
what? Are you talking about the check mark?
No, the app.
No,
Snapchat's the one I think you're thinking of that's yellow.
that's rough.
Too soon.
Well, the Bills player is doing good, and I'm glad that he's doing good. So, um, you know,
Yeah,
that's wonderful to hear.
I'm gonna be honest. The way I read that first headline where it said they removed his breathing tube, like but no other context, I was like, oh shit. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, like who writes a headline like that and then posts
Yeah.
it? Like, come on, guys.
I was
Clickbait artists.
when I was watching the game, I'm like, ah, shit, this dude died.
Yeah, when I
And
saw that replay, like, oh my god.
he just kind of down. I was like, oh shit, that's
Well, I saw they said it was cardiac. They didn't say if it was that whole chorditis thing or whatever, that commotordinitis, whatever, when you get hit in the chest and your heart stops. I'm assuming that's all it is, because like, why else? Unless he happened to have a heart attack, like right at that time.
I don't know. I was reading. Where's the doctor? I screenshot this. I might have deleted it because I'm trying to free up room from stupidity on my phone.
Stop downloading
Uh,
all the internets.
no, I like that. I like all the
Hey
internets.
kids, stop all the downloading.
Where is
G.I.
it?
Joe.
I don't have it anymore. I think I deleted it. Damn.
Nice.
There was a doctor questioning that we didn't have this many deaths, young people dying. Let's see, is it in my deleted?
Like in
Have
other sports?
no, in like the last 2 years, there's been 1,100 deaths of
See one of those guys blaming it
younger
on the vaccine.
some doctor.
Yeah, is he blaming it on the vaccine though, causing the cardio
Mhm.
whatever?
Yeah, and like the last, I don't remember how many years they compared it to. Like if you went from like 1900 to like now, we didn't have 1,100 deaths. But if you go the last 2 years, we've had 1,100 deaths.
Didn't the CDC just release something that said that there was like a more prevalent chance of that in like the younger?
Pfizer did that.
You maybe. Well, they were the ones that wanted to stop the test results from coming out, right? Those like 80 pages or whatever.
Yeah, and they still got what's it called released.
Well, yeah,
What
because
the
they
hell
wanted
was
to
it?
hide them for like 100 years or whatever the hell it is.
Mm-hmm. Remember, there's no such thing as too much horsepower, just not enough traction.
Nice.
I don't remember where that went. Ah, well, it's not important. It's no matter what the cause of the issue, whether it's the hit,
Yeah,
whether it's a coronavirus, whether it's an
whatever.
act of God, it doesn't matter what it is. The gentleman seems to be like he's going to be okay, and that's
I
really
I wonder if he's ever going to
that's the
play
important
again.
thing.
I have a feeling because that's not the first time it's happened. At least in well, maybe in football, but I read an article
Soccer
that
had it,
yeah, soccer had a guy did it.
yeah,
Two people like last like
couple.
6 years, and then the one guy like he's like that's it. I'm retiring because he's like I don't want to deal with that. The other guy's still playing, I
Hmm.
guess. So, but they said
Yeah,
it's more prevalent in like kids.
like youth sports.
Yeah, because they don't wear padding like baseball, like kids baseball. They blame it because the kids either have no control and they're getting hit by the pitch, or they don't have the like reactionary time to say like, "Oh, there's a line drive coming at me," and they take it in the chest and it stops their heart, which I guess has happened.
If you want to follow the conspiracy or not, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the cause, as long as subject A, we'll call it, makes a full recovery.
I
I
think it's
don't care
safe to say it's
what the
not
reason.
aliens though. So
I was gonna blame Middle Earth.
Middle Earth, oh, the Hollow Earth
Middle
theory,
Earth.
huh?
Yeah,
Hollow
Hollow Earth.
Earth.
Yeah, I was gonna blame them.
A
To be
chud, a
honest with
chud
you.
came out and did it, right? They grabbed him
Yeah.
and dragged me down to hell.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Bring them the Davy Jones locker room.
Yeah. So Dan, did Sonic replace your mirror for you? Did they reimburse you?
No,
Did they ask
uh,
you to fix their sign or whatever?
no,
Did you get any coupons?
You think you
no.
could fix it
I
with
should go
coupon?
back. Should go back.
Take the
I'm looking
broken
for
mirror and like
coupons.
throw it at the guy when you go through the drive-through.
Yeah. Right. Give me a free hot dog. Give
Order
me a free
order their
cherry
yeah,
limeade.
order a limeade, and then when he gives you the food, throw the busted mirror at him and honk twice. Sucker!
So I'm gonna go on record in saying that, John, you have been moving completely. Your screen has not frozen yet.
Yay!
Moving from my iPad or to my iPad
I
from my
just think the
Chromebook.
Chromebook probably doesn't handle it all that well.
This iPad seems to be doing great, and I think I'm going to continue using it.
Oh no, to much to Dan's dismay.
I want to know what happened to my notifications, how they got silenced.
On WhatsApp?
In WhatsApp,
Oh,
on our chat. That's why I wasn't responding. Somehow
oh,
my notifications, because I'm going to
oh yeah, I
talk
see
shit to
there's
you
an
guys
option
on
on
there.
there to mute notifications. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I got to go into my settings, and then I went down
I use
to
it on the
the
web a
app.
lot. Like when I'm sitting on my computer, I just have it open in the web browser, but I don't can you do it through the app itself?
I don't know if you could do it through the app itself, maybe, but I just went down in my settings to, the program and turned notifications back on. I was like, what the hell? Why would I do what who I don't know. I think I'm
Oh
sort of
yeah.
on board with Dan's thought process of Apple sucks.
Apple sucks.
But what's my alternative?
They
A
totally do.
A Samsung? No offense, I had a Samsung and it wasn't
It was amazing.
Apple
You had the
sucks.
wrong
It,
kind of
it,
Samsung.
It really,
it
really
was
sucks.
it sucked just the same as my Apple. The only reason I went back to Apple is because I had like iTunes and all that stuff on there.
Yeah.
Why is Southwest refunding anyone's money?
Oh, for that whole debacle?
Didn't they have like a computer shutdown or something?
No, the
The
storm caused them to delay. So I guess they run on a really old, antiquated system, which I guess apparently all airlines suffer
yeah,
from
all
this.
airlines, they're all using AS400s.
So when they book flights, they also book the flight crew. The problem is when your flight, and this I guess also affects like the luggage, why so many people had problems. The system has no way to say unload the luggage or like defer it because they still have to get the flight to the next airport because there's
Mm-hmm.
probably a flight that flight's going to be used for. So what happened is they had people that were like in the flight crew that couldn't make their flights because of the storm. And the cascade effect was like because the storm went across the country, like you got people that were like flying from like Denver to Chicago. If that flight crew didn't make it, that next plane that's leaving Chicago basically didn't have a flight crew because the
Right. No,
next
it makes sense.
well no
But
because
it
the
doesn't even
next crew
matter if they're
like
using an antiquated system.
the next crew doesn't have a flight to get on because the flight never made it. So
Right.
it's like there's no way like the plane if it stops at one location and they keep using that plane for the next 6 flights, there's 6 flights that are canceled basically
Yeah,
because
but even if the flight makes it to the airport, there's still a chance that the pilots couldn't even drive to the airport because of the
well
snow.
yeah that's what they're saying is that's
I-
what like compounded the whole issue is the flight crews didn't make it to the airport to get on those flights, so the flights never left because of the crappy weather, and
I disagree
it just cascaded.
So make it
with
self-service.
I disagree with so many people getting refunds because they didn't realize that the weather could impact their travel.
Yeah, like hello, we've only been talking about that storm coming for like
We knew about it like a week and a half
yeah.
at a time.
I mean that's like the idiots that like oh there's a hurricane coming to Florida, I'm gonna hang out here.
I mean,
What?
it's just like Vegas. You're
Hurricane
taking your
party.
chances, right?
Mhm.
You're rolling the dice.
It's a rolling, it's a crapshoot.
I mean, maybe there should be something in there like if it's deemed that weather caused you some discomfort,
I think
then you don't get we'll give you 25% back or something,
well like there's
A restocking fee.
you can do
Yeah.
travel insurance, right? Isn't
Restocking
that like
fee.
a thing you can get if you buy it through like a booking agency? You can do travel insurance.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
we spent $60 to get travel insurance for the hotels when we went to Florida, just in case we had,
Yeah, if you don't make it, yeah.
14 inches of
Well,
snow 3 days before we were supposed to go.
Yep.
I think that's a new thing that started with COVID too, just like the tipping. Like you used to not see that kind
Yeah.
of thing, like the
Yeah.
late cancellation fee, that kind of convenience fees. Now there's insurance on everything. Yeah, maybe all those people had insurance, in which case then they should get their money back.
Holy shit, I got an idea. Genius idea right here. I'm calling it. We should make
YouTube?
tipping insurance.
Oh,
So if you tip,
insurance on the tip?
yeah, if you tip and you're not satisfied, we can give you a percentage of your money back. We'll take it back from the
Well, the tip is after the sale, though, isn't it?
right, but what if I guess okay. What about like your next meal there? There's got to be a way to do it. Somebody will figure out something.
I'm gonna start asking people to buy us coffee, and I'm gonna put my maybe I should open a Venmo instead of a PayPal.
I've got a PayPal somewhere, but I mean,
Convenience fee for being able to tip electronically.
that's
oh God,
right.
it-
That's
could
right.
you imagine that? It's like a 5% convenience fee if you're gonna tip. Oh my God, I would hate that.
What we could do is just have everybody send us like Ethereum or Bitcoin. Like you
Yeah,
want to
there we
tip,
go.
buy us like a 0.011111 Bitcoin or whatever. Send us,
Last-
$6 worth of Bitcoin, and we'll drink a coffee in your name.
Yeah, send us. Have you held cryptocurrency since September of 2020? I just opened Coinbase and it's asking me that. Yes.
Ah,
How useful do I think cryptocurrency is?
It wants you to buy its insurance.
Help me buy a gun.
so the other thing we should do, I set one up, but I haven't configured it. We could do a Patreon and just point people there. And then what you can do is you set up a low tier of like $1 a month, and then you just say if people want to support us by like buying us coffee, they sign up for $1 a month, and then that's it. And
Yeah,
then
there
if
you go.
you
We can do that, or just
well, then there's things like we could do, and I think I talked about this before. Um, Say you get like a $10 tier, and you could say like, oh, you could have access to a special channel in Discord, or you could sit in on the podcast with us, and listen and text chat with us, in Discord with us
for
while we're doing
$100 a
it.
month, you can come sit in my recording studio
Yeah, but
while
like
we talk about this.
that would be kind of cool.
$500 a month, I'll let you sit in my lap.
Whoa, hey now.
Maybe we should set this up on OnlyFans.
Right? Right?
Only casts.
Can we post feet pics? There's a feetWiki. We could use that.
feetWiki?
Yeah,
I don't want to know. You know what? I don't like feet. I don't want to know how you know that.
apparently it's this thing I saw because like
If you got a foot fetish, that's great. I'm all
Uh,
for whatever
a
floats
lot
your
of
boat.
a lot of streamers and YouTubers are on it, and apparently now like celebrities are getting put on it, and it's basically just people like it's like you remember like Am I Hot or Not from like the
Yeah.
90s? Yeah, it's basically that, but for like their feet. Like people
Do
post
you
their
get paid
feet.
for it?
I know it's just like like, oh, what's your feetWiki rating? Like I was watching a podcast and somebody was talking about like what the hell are they talking about? And I went and looked, and it's like, yeah, it's literally just like you look up someone's name and people vote on their feet, and like it's
Bumping cannoli.
bragging rights. Northwest Burb.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that. That's yeah. I changed the name of my iPhone
I'm sorry,
today.
it's called WikiFeet, not feetWiki. WikiFeet.
Wiki feet.
Yeah, so like here, we talked about Gwyneth Paltrow.
I don't want to see anybody's feet.
I don't even know how to spell her name. Gwyneth. Okay, she doesn't come up. Okay, here, Greta Thunberg.
You're gonna make me throw up.
She's not in there. Apparently, her feet aren't that good. Maybe this isn't the one. Maybe WikiFeet's not the same one.
Greta is above such things. She's got more important things to solve, like climate
Yeah,
change.
like being a fucking teenager.
She's not like having soap opera dramas about who can be
Yeah.
Speaker of the House.
Okay,
That's just fucking annoying.
my daughter brought this up because we were talking about it, and I didn't realize it till I started seeing pics of it. Why are they bringing their families there? Like I saw a picture with one of them at the thing when they're arguing over who's going to be the next. There was somebody standing there who's holding like a baby, right in the middle of the frickin' thing.
I get that you don't want McCarthy to be the next speaker, and that's great. Okay, you don't want this person. You don't want Pelosi. You don't want AOC. You don't want Marjorie Taylor Greene. You don't want Jim Johnson. That's great. 12 fucking votes? Come on, people.
Okay, here, yeah.
Don't waste time.
Representative Jimmy Gomez from California brought his baby to the
Maybe they didn't have a babysitter.
the House speaker. Come on, really?
Maybe the baby was gonna run for the speaker.
Maybe. I
My
need
wife,
to email my rep and tell him to put my name in there.
my wife said somebody
Yeah.
stood up and voted for Trump, put him on the ballot.
Yeah, Matt Gaetz.
What?
Gaetz, however you pronounce it.
What? Was that him? Okay.
Fuck it, do it. Put
Man.
Trump in. Who gives a shit? You had to deal with Pelosi for how many years? Fuck it. But
First
they're
yeah,
all
no, it's
worthless.
district.
there were 12 fucking votes. Come on, you know what, McCarthy? After the first, you know what? I'll give you the first six votes. Take your name off the fucking ballot. Be like, I'm not running because I don't have enough votes. Don't.
So he didn't have enough vote. Was he the one that was arguing over like the fact that he thought he should have gotten the seat and then like ended up only getting the 6 votes?
Yeah, probably. But it's the same thing with the witch hunt for Trump. You know what? Quit wasting our fucking money and do your job. McCarthy, say, all right, I didn't have it. Again, after the 6th, be like, I didn't have enough. Let's put someone else in here.
Wow.
Quit wasting your time and our money to make it a shit show.
Well, that's what I understand. Like, what are they trying to prove? I mean, like this whole thing with Trump, like, oh, we want his tax record, we want all this stuff. Like, he's
That's
not
a witch
president.
hunt with Trump.
Well, he's
but
not even president anymore. Like, give it up. Who cares? Move on. Like,
you want to see tax returns? No offense. I was reading something the other day. You know, how much was Obama worth when he got out of office?
oh
How
God,
much was
yeah.
Obama worth when he came into office? Same with pick any other president. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not going to pick
Look
a
at what's
side
his
in
name
this.
that was trying to sell his seat that went to jail. The governor.
Blago.
Yeah.
Blago. You know, stop wasting our time and our fucking money and do your fucking job. You're going to put a bill into, you're going to run for speaker. Okay, great. You don't have the votes. Take your fucking name off the list.
Damn
You're
right.
going to make a bill like an omnibus bill. Make it about spending. Don't put all sorts of other fluff bullshit in the bill. Don't waste time.
Yep.
Because you know what? You're going to, if I was a representative, then maybe I should run for office. But what am I going to run on? Fuck you,
Yeah.
You're going to hand me a possible thing that I'm going to vote on 10 hours before we're supposed to vote, and it's 1,200 pages long. Do you really think I'm going to have time to read through that? Come on, people. Stop dicking around. Do your fucking job. This is not a Republican or Democrat, Libertarian, whoever. Just stop being dumb fucks.
We represent the angry gun-toting media motherfuckers.
Okay.
I agree.
Who
I
like-
would vote for you.
I don't know. I'm kind of an asshole sometimes.
No.
What the hell?
Because, somebody would say something and I'd be like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. And I'd get kicked out.
Pistol whipping.
I get mad. My mouth just likes to just run, and I don't give a shit what I say.
Did you
I
see
just
that?
start dropping F-bombs.
Did you see that article about the 6-year-old that shot his teacher in an elementary school in Virginia?
No. Oh, I briefly, because you guys sent that, I hadn't had the chat. You guys didn't give me time. Well,
yeah, I didn't have time to prepare.
read 1,200. Because my damn iPhone
They
shut off my notifications.
They said he was it was premeditated and planned. And I'm like, what 6-year-old plans to go shoot his teacher? What 6-year-old, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe
I'm okay with teaching.
Where are the parents at?
Well, but
I'm
like,
okay with teaching.
I don't, like, when I was 6, I don't even think I would have known how to work a gun, like, let alone thinking to myself, I'm going to go shoot my teacher. Like, how bad does a 6-year-old have it when he wants to shoot his teacher?
I'll read the article and then I'll get back with my opinion. But, I'm okay with teaching my 6-year-old how to shoot. It's not like I'm going to take a big caliber and take her to the range and teach her how to shoot. I'm going to take like a small 20, like a Ruger 1022, a little 22 rifle, and to teach her basics.
There's a difference between being a responsible gun owner and teaching, a child or a kid how to be responsible and safe versus, like Dan said, ignoring the kid to the point where whatever the hell's going on in its life as a 6-year-old, it decides I'm going to get a gun and go shoot my techer. Like,
yeah, exactly. My daughters.
I don't
have
understand
no idea
the
how to
concept of that.
Sloan. I think I've pretty much. I don't think if I left, I have that Springer, that Beretta Springer that I bought when we first went airsofting. That little shitty $20.
Yeah.
if I took that little airsoft thing and set it on the table, I'm pretty sure my 6-year-old would come up to me and go, "Daddy, there's something over there that you need to attend to." I don't think she would mess with it.
Yeah.
The 2-year-old, would probably fuck around with it. And no offense, I'm not. I don't want to even. No, I don't even want to do that with a Nerf gun.
I see, like, I don't. So, like, when I had the paintball stuff back when we would play paintball,
Yeah.
I like the young one when she was like, this is already 14 years ago, so she was like 5. I would let her like hold them and teach her how to like be safe around them,
Mm-hmm.
and no air, no paintballs, no nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Uh,
why I referenced the Springer
yeah,
because
and
even
like even
it's
even
got the
now,
kick, but
yeah, like even now with like the airsoft stuff. I mean, I got it on a wall in my closet behind me. And like when I go, the little guy sits here and he wants to watch, and like I'll let him, like, I'll say, "I'll grab the batteries or grab the BBs or whatever," like because he wants to
mm-hmm.
help. But I'll teach him too, like, even though it's a toy and we go and you and I and our friends go play and shoot each other and play war,
Yeah, exactly.
weekend warriors.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's not like a toy, but even the same thing, like we get him Nerf guns and we always teach him, don't shoot it at faces, don't shoot it at the animals, don't shoot it at yourself,
Don't shoot it at
yeah.
daddy.
Like we got those the rival blasters, the ones that shoot these things. They shoot the little balls.
Oh
They look
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
golf balls. Dude, those things
Mm-hmm.
shoot like 200 feet per second, right?
Oh yeah, those things are
Um,
ridiculous.
like Nerf sells a mask, so we got masks, and like we were playing with him
Mm-hmm.
in the front yard wearing the masks, and he's running
Yeah.
around. He loved it, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
I think like at some point it like Dan said, it becomes the parents' fault who don't teach this to their kids or who have them and have them readily available to where a kid can get them. You lock your stuff up. I lock up my airsoft shit, even though it's a toy. You can still hurt somebody with it.
Yeah, there's a safe right there.
Exactly.
And I'm people that I don't bring this up to people at school because I don't talk about firearms at school, but there's usually only
Usually that's probably frowned upon, I would say.
yeah, no, I don't even bring up any kind of. I mean, I told everybody I
Although
bought a
you're up there in
crossbow.
Wisconsin, everybody may be carrying. I don't know.
No, there's a lot like up north. One of my contractors, he's from up north, and they talk about it all the time openly because
Yeah.
we're a state of hunters. So I mean,
Right.
it's either arrow, bow and arrow, crossbow, bow, whatever, or gun hunting. So you're going to talk about it.
I've
but,
was it? I think you told us this a while back. I may not have been on the podcast, but like a while back, like hunting was like a class or a lesson that they taught at school, and kids would actually bring their rifles to school. Like
back in like the 60s,
yeah, like
even
to learn how
our
to hunt.
parents, when our parents, the kids would bring their guns to school.
Yeah, walk uphill
So,
both
but
ways in the snow and
yeah,
and
that's when they
hunt.
do that. They probably brought it to school so that they could
They
make
could
it
learn how
to
to
and
skin
from.
it. They could learn how to
Yeah,
skin
but
it. They could butcher a deer. They could figure out how to make leather from its hide. I mean, it's
that's why my brother-in-law, him and I were talking on, was it on Christmas? What was it? It was cookie baking day. And we were talking about hunting, and he bow hunts, and I mean he can gun hunt, rifle hunt, but I think he likes bow hunting better. And we were talking about crossbows. I'm like, it'd be kind of fun to get a crossbow and see if I like it and shoot
yeah,
it, and maybe have a better chance of me going hunting with somebody.
right.
You know,
See,
so
I'd like to do that, but I wouldn't like. I'm not keen on hunting. Like I'll go fishing. That's okay. Catch and release, I can deal with that. Like I don't want to kill an animal and have to like skin it or deal with. Like I don't. Like I'd love to do like bow, but like go to the range. Like there's a range down the street from me. About an hour, not
I
even
got
an hour
I got a
away.
fake deer and a crossbow we can shoot in my backyard.
That's right. Would
My
your
wife,
neighbors
my,
care?
my my beautiful wife, for Christmas bought me one of those target deers that I'm going to put in my backyard.
That's awesome.
straight up look hillbilly.
It's they're like styrofoam or whatever, aren't they?
Sort of, yeah.
Nice.
It's a foam sort, but I bought a crossbow. And let me tell you, that freaking shit on like The Walking Dead and like the movies
Yeah.
make it look like you can just stretch it back with the arrow in it and then find your target and shoot. No, sirree, Bob.
Well, but it depends because you also can get different weight draws. So you can get like a 30-pound draw or an 80-pound draw or a 100-pound
This
draw.
this son of a bitch, you got to put your foot on the little bar,
Yeah,
take two
the
little
toe hold.
hooks,
Yep.
pull the damn thing back so it latches and hits the safety. And the only way for, well, not the only way, but I figured out an alternative way to get me to be able to fire without putting an arrow in it. There's a little button you got to depress. And then you slide the arrow in, and then you can, I don't even know if that's how you would hold it. I'd have to, and then you can shoot it.
Nice.
That thing, it was like I had to put some stones into it to get it to cock.
Aha.
But one of these days I'll get it out and shoot it and shoot at the target, see what it's like.
Cool.
I'm interested. I'm curious to see will I like will I like bow hunting? Will I
Right.
like even shooting a bow? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But onto your thought of if you could take out a deer, shoot a deer, gun, bow, whatever.
Yeah.
My mother, my wife, and there's a few other people that don't think that if I sighted one in, I'd be able to pull the trigger.
Really? Like that whole like fear of shooting an animal or something, or the like a
Caring
feeling of
of
emotion.
nature.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I shoot a deer or a turkey or a tree chicken or whatever, you know, I plan to eat the meat. I plan to stick the meat in my fridge, freezer,
Yeah.
and eat the meat. I like venison.
I
You know.
think I could say like if it came down to like a survival situation, I I'd be able to because it's obviously like my family, my
Yeah,
life, whatever, got to
for
eat. But
recreation.
like yeah,
Although I
like
was watching.
I don't have a problem with people to do that. Like whatever you want to hunt, I don't whatever. And I get that like certain places you can hunt to quell the population of like coyotes, wolves, whatever, because they can
Texas
overpopulate.
hogs.
Yeah,
Texas,
yeah.
the
My
hogs, just for
coworker, my
ecosystems.
boss, he goes hogging down in Florida with his buddy. They
Mm-hmm.
hunt boar. Now they
Mm-hmm.
use like crazy AR rifles because you can't really kill them with like a 22. But I
Yeah,
mean,
you need something. You need
yeah.
something with some stones. Yeah, you
I
need
used
something
to
a
work with
little.
a guy that would kill deer, and he'd make venison jerky all the time and bring. I've eaten it, and it was great, but like I don't know that I would eat venison like meat, like a steak or a burger or whatever. I don't know. I just never had it, so.
Yeah, I've had a couple buddies over the years. Now over the years we're talking back in like the '90s.
Right.
It's been a while since I've had it. Elk would be nice. I wonder what round would be good for elk hunting. But
Elk, buffalo, a whole bunch of stuff.
I was I was watching a video in New York where they posted prices in a grocery store and like the little foam containers of ground beef was
Yeah.
$20. $20
God, for like a pound?
for like a pound.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude, I can't. Groceries prices is nuts. Like,
So, no offense, I'm kind of thinking that, you know, getting a tag, going hunting, popping a deer, and getting a couple 100 pounds of meat might not be a bad idea. Oh, eggs are like $15
yeah,
for a dozen.
yeah, we got like we don't typically buy them now unless they're down to like $2-3 when it was like you used to be able to buy them for 99 cents.
Yeah, I used to buy the big 5 dozen thing for
Don't
like $5.
Yeah,
don't you have chickens?
yeah. I thought
That
you
was
had
bad.
chickens.
What'd you
I
say?
have a rooster and a hen.
Yeah, but the hen lays eggs,
Don't
right?
do any of those produce eggs?
The hen will, but when she became of egg producing age, egg producing age, um, it got cold, and they don't produce over the winter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, you just gotta put one of those space heaters in there.
So oddly enough, and I don't know for sure, I'd have to ask, but I got a coworker that picked up ducks because I guess everyone says duck eggs are like awesome. I don't know, for like baking and eating and stuff.
I
But
haven't had one.
I think he told me that they produce year round.
I'd be interested to try a duck egg.
yeah.
I wonder, ostrich egg would be kind of neat because I
They're
hear
like
those are
huge.
fantastic.
They're like basketballs, aren't they?
They're huge and they're expensive.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we got to keep these talks within the budget of our respective finances. We cannot talk about
So-
buying elk meat or ostrich eggs.
okay, so we can afford to buy $4 in soda for me to drink lower. Unless someone buys us coffee for us to, you
Yeah.
know,
I'll get
we
the
start getting-
Patreon set up and I'll put a link out there. I'll put it on the
put
Twitter
the link in
and the
that
Facebook.
link tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in the link tree.
Buy us a coffee.
I
I'll
changed.
just I'll start with like $1 one, just if people want to do that. And then like if we decide like, hey, we want to do, you know, something like, cause I mean, I try and upload the videos like usually within a couple days, but I don't have a set schedule, so it's like, you know, whatever. When I get around to it,
Yeah, pretty much.
I could, because YouTube actually lets you schedule a go live date. So like if it comes down to it, what you could do is you could publish it and do like that thing where like you have the link and then you could give people access to like say $10 a month. Here's a Discord channel. We'll put the links in there, you know, a week before we release the actual publish it, and then after it goes live, whatever, it's just anybody can get to it. So they could get the content first, you know, type thing. That's a lot of these YouTubers and stuff do.
Yeah, which reminds me, for my buddy Greg, for Trailwise, his overlanding off-road channel.
Oh yeah, I meant to look him up. I don't. What's his channel? You never gave me his channel name.
I'll have to remember my YouTube login.
Yeah, let me know what it is, because I'll subscribe from our Relatables channel.
Yeah, I'll
And
do
then
that.
if he wants to come back and subscribe to follow us, I mean, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, and then if we can bring him on, to kind of help each other out
Yeah.
with the possibility of fun work instead of a normal 9 to 5er.
Yeah, I was actually, it was funny because Dan asked, we talked about bringing in other people. I talked to my one friend. I play with her and her husband on, you know, games and shit.
You might want to elaborate a little bit on that one.
Games. We play online.
Well, I think what we need to start doing is Dan needs to start doing video. We need to start.
Wait a minute. We have to get him a Yi mask, you know, just cover his whole face. And then he can make rants about Hitler. It'll be great. Think of all the views we'll get.
I can't do a video. I have an iPhone.
I bet you I could do it on mine.
Hey, you got an iPad. That's just a bigger iPhone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Here, hold on. You want a Yi mask? There's two full masks for $17 on Amazon.
Oh. That's outside of my budget financially, so
Yeah.
Well,
Look at you spending $17 on a mask. I got to buy groceries, dude.
I'll make my own mask out of a Trader Joe's bag.
Oh my God, yes. Bonus points if it's a plastic bag.
Eyes cut out.
No, wait. Let me think that through. If it's a plastic bag, you don't want to do that because you might look like a hooded Klansman.
Oh yeah. I was gonna suggest a pillowcase, but that's kind of where I was.
I get like a paper bag or like a Woodman's paper bag, and then just cut the two little eye holes.
Hold on,
We've already been canceled. We've already been canceled once. I don't want to. Is Dan gonna go live?
Fake news.
Yeah. I just wear my hood backwards.
There you go. He'll turn his
Oh, there we go.
The Yi
Aren't
Spago.
you in IT, Dan? Don't you have a laptop or computer with a camera?
Don't make generalizations
His
about what I have
wife
and don't have.
does stuff on Facebook, I think, right? I see her posting stuff.
How do I
The
use
cooking
it?
show thing she does. I was at where'd I go to?
That's what our Patreon. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's
Look
Yee. It's Yee. Look at him.
It's V. It's V.
The V.
The V. V.
Now we're looking at the ceiling.
All right, V.
That's awesome.
Looks like the mummy. Oh, that's great. I love it.
Now that's hilarious. I want to see somebody come in the background and be like, "What?" He has no idea what's going on. That's awesome.
This is great. I love it. This is great.
I
need
like
to
that he's
write this-
looking around, like he can see stuff.
I need to put this in my. The wife got me a podcast book so I can journal our
Oh,
podcast.
that's
adventures.
awesome,
What do you mean?
Um,
I'm gonna run
I
a
need to
speaker of
put
the
this-
house like this.
man. I need to. That's hilarious.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah, I was at Menards
Like-
getting some stuff, and they had ring lights. You know, the ring lights with the mounts for the phone. They were like $8, and I was like, oh, I should totally buy one because like I need something because this stupid light is like way too bright.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or I'll get like different. I actually, you know what? I'm gonna try something. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I got those like color
Here we go.
changing lights.
Here we go. We'll do this and. Ooh.
Well, I've got this like little LED gooseneck lamp that puts up a buttload of light, but I can't look at it because it's way too bright. Oh yeah, now I got a
I wonder,
glare.
Yeah,
God,
right.
It's like, hold on.
Yeah, I got these two right here.
There we
Oh, the
go.
V's gone.
The V.
That could be our shtick. The V only comes every once in a while.
The V comes at midnight.
Like what's the guy from that car show? The Stig?
The Stig.
The
The Stig.
stick.
You're the Vig. We're gonna call you the Vig.
The Vig.
The Vig.
Whoa, hey,
Yeah,
Colin,
right.
you can't use that word. We
Yeah,
haven't
be careful.
Vig. Vig.
we
Vig.
haven't appropriated that one yet.
I'm not. I wouldn't drop the other one. I'm not stupid.
You'd have to do it with the hard R or the soft R. What is it?
Yeah.
One of them's
sorry,
okay, I guess, right? Isn't that what it?
We have
No,
some
no.
kids.
I'd like to go on record saying that that's not okay to use that word.
All right. Doesn't look like the kids are walking around the school tonight, so that's good.
Oh, you can actually see the camera.
Yeah, I'm on the camera system. We Thursday was my first day back at work, and our snowplow guy called me and said, "Hey, he was out salting, and he's like, hey, you might want to come take care of some of this." I was like, "Some of what? What? It's 5 o'clock in the morning, dude. You gotta be
Yeah.
a little more. I'm not even awake yet." Some young people in our area decided to leave some very wonderful and thoughtful graffiti.
Oh no.
Luckily, they used chalk,
Okay.
like sidewalk chalk.
Okay.
So removing it was easy peasy, simple. So luckily, they were considerate enough for that. But yeah, what they left was not very nice, and they were back yesterday, but luckily they didn't do anything. So
So you guys know who it is, like students?
there's cameras.
Nice.
I don't know what's happening with it, so I don't know.
What you got to
if
do is if
we're-
the next time they do it with the chalk, catch them, make them come clean it up, give them a mop and bucket.
Well, the words that they used where they did it is where our daycare entrance
Oh, joy.
is, and they're there at 6:30 in the morning.
Is it like anti-Semitic?
No,
They're in
little
cahoots with the 6-year-old.
similar, yeah, right. Similar kind of hate speech, but
Okay.
it was very thoughtful of them to write such hateful words. It was rather disgusting, to be honest with you.
Nice.
So,
Nice. How old are these
but
kids that
like
do
I
that
said-
then? Like in their teens?
I'm gonna assume somewhere around there. Yeah.
God damn kids. Christina had a thing
It
at
was
school. Somebody, and this is what I don't get. She told me that, like, in the line in the lunchroom, like, I don't remember how yours was, Eric, but like Dan and I, it was basically like a lunch line. The metal
yeah.
shelf, and they scoop the food out, whatever. Like somebody left uh, a condom out of the wrapper on the thing next to like the cookies. And
Used or unused?
well, she said it was filled, but they think it was coffee creamer or mayonnaise, because it did, like, it looked like it was, like, I don't know, whatever. But she's like, the other lady called her over, and she's like, "Don't touch it. Like, we're not doing anything with it." They went and got the dean. The dean came over and like got rid of it. And I guess they went back and looked at the footage, and it was like a girl who did it. Like, you could see her, I guess, putting it out there. Like a prank, probably some stupid TikTok thing. But it's like, like, what the
Fuck is.
fuck? Like, don't they understand that, like, putting it on the counter, whatever, stupid prank, haha, you think you're being funny? Like, had she just moved it like a couple inches and put it on the food, like, that's money wasted. And that's money that, like, the
Yeah.
school has to pay for all that food, because you can't serve that shit. You don't know what's in there. Even if it was like, you don't know what the hell's on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
And the kids, they don't
so
think about shit like that. It's like, it's
they
nuts.
cost 2 hours of work. It took me 2 hours to
Yeah.
get
And
into the
that's
school.
money the school pays
Well, not 2 hours to
you.
get to the school. It's right there. But because then I had to clean up the graffiti. I had to see
Yeah.
what it was first, and then I had to clean it up. And then they had the container of chalk. They left it there, and they touched it without fucking gloves.
Oh, so their fingerprints and everything were
So
all over it.
fingerprints are all over it. So
Yeah, I mean,
so
if you
what I
got
did is
video, you
I
should just take a picture and call the cops. Be like, "We got video. We got
no,
here's a
yeah,
couple
it's already
pieces."
been sent
Yeah,
to
I
to
mean,
the cops. But so I took, I screwed the cap back on. I grabbed gloves, screwed the cap on, brought it into the school, and said to the district administrator and the principal, I said, "This is where it's at. If you need to know, so nobody touches it, here's where it is."
nice.
And then I had to walk the perimeter
Just to check
and
for
make
anything
sure,
else. Yeah,
check for anything else. So, and all that was like 2 hours.
yeah. And that was what, like on a weekend or after hours?
It happened Wednesday around 7:16.
And you guys weren't back at the school yet, right?
Not at night. We were that was a school day. Wednesday was a school day.
Oh, they returned after break. Okay.
This was like 3 days ago,
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah, but so after hours, what are you, hourly? That's
hmm
overtime, right? I mean,
No, I'm salary, so it doesn't matter. But
okay, but still, it's time. I mean, it's your
it's
time,
time.
and it's
Yeah,
money on your effort, the school's effort to clean that shit up.
and my time, supplies that I had to use.
Yeah, those kids should be.
So
I mean, the sad truth is, cops aren't going to do it.
charged.
Cops not going to do anything. Oh, it's just chalk, whatever. They're
So
underage. They're
well,
kids. They'll
a
get like an
couple.
in-school suspension, maybe. I mean,
The one phrase, charge him with a hate crime, because it
okay.
was toward it was
If it's that
derogatory
bad,
towards.
yes, I could see that.
One of them was derogatory towards the homosexual community,
Yeah,
not LGBTQ. It was mainly directed towards homosexuals. So it's not like
yeah.
you know transitioning person or anything like that. So charge him with a hate crime. No offense.
That's true.
You're gonna do dumb shit. You're gonna do dumb shit.
Oh,
Fuck around and find out.
play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
You fucked around. Now it's time for you to find out. So,
What I want to know and looking
but
at this
yeah,
screen is, why are you so small and I'm so big?
better.
Am I just really close to the camera?
Could be. I am. Cameras, right? You're right there. Squishing your head. Squishing your head.
It squishes
I don't
the
know.
little Discord icon.
My camera's probably 2.5 feet away.
I mean, I'm arm's length a little bit further from mine.
Uh,
Maybe it's like
yeah,
a
I'm a little
fisheye or
further.
something. I don't know. Maybe it's zoomed. I have no idea.
I'm about maybe a foot away from
I wonder if
my
I can
camera.
do. Oh, I can't do it here. I could do it with OBS, which is what I'm recording with, because I've got a second camera, USB camera setup that I
Mhm.
bought because work gave me one and I didn't know what the hell I did with it, so I bought my own, and then I found the one for work in my bag. I could do like multiple angles.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
hysterical. What if I could hook that up to my iPad and do like a different angle so you could see it? And
that'd be funny.
let's get an intro and outro and stuff like that
Some
first
theme
before
music.
we
We gotta get a theme
some
music.
some theme music.
Like
We gotta get fish in our shoes.
yeah, we gotta get guys to follow us around in the street when we enter a room. They'll play
Mhm.
our theme song.
Yeah, we gotta get a theme song.
Brave Vespago.
I wonder if Jen could do that. My friend Jen is she is a vocalist for uh, like a death metal band. Wonder if she could come up with some.
I
Or just get a
I
Casio
think
keyboard.
there you go. Just start doing it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I think just to stay with like the whole like 80s retro theme thing that we've got
Have
going
Max
on.
Headroom do our thing.
No, we should do like oh god.
Sunday.
No. I've always wanted to do this, and I wanted to do this when I was streaming. I wanted to do like a TV show intro, like a comedy intro, from like the yeah, and have like theme music that plays over it, like a little name pops up. The cool dude, Vespago, wise ass,
Bumpin' cannoli.
yeah,
Yeah.
and have
Lord
an '80s,
Bumpin' Cannoli.
like a Full House type thing or
Like
something.
a full, yeah, totally. I'm in. I'm in on that. We just gotta figure out how to do it.
And
I
do like
definitely am.
intro credits featuring Bumpin' Cannoli.
Yeah, but
right right here on my shirt.
be like, could be down here fixing something and be like,
Yep. Dan
Give me a
will be
stupid
on
look.
on his backwards hoodie.
backwards hood. Yeah.
He's gonna start a trend just like Crisscross, dude. It's gonna, and you watch.
Yeah.
We'll post a clip on TikTok and it'll go viral.
Go viral. Dan, you're gonna go viral.
Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, who is that masked man? He's got to take the mask off."
Good.
I was about to say,
Good.
Dan, you still there?
Yeah,
Seems like he's still there.
we tend to
Yeah,
monopolize.
I'm reviewing my my team.
Oh, fantasy team.
What do you guys got? Like one game left?
I think I don't know.
Championships. Yeah, championships.
That's it. Nice.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I had Brock Purdy, and then I got rid of him, and then I picked Trevor Lawrence back up, even though he sucked ass last week. I tried making a trade. Didn't happen.
I picked up Geno Smith because Fields is out and Hurts is questionable.
I want to try and figure out how to put Christian Watson back in, but I got Cam Akers, Aaron Jones, McKinnon, Hill, Wilson. Maybe I'll get rid of Wilson for because who's Green Bay playing? Green Bay's playing Detroit. Oh man, Detroit can put up some numbers, but they can't stop shit.
Nice.
Their average points allowed to the position are 38.45. So they're averaging almost 40 points a game to the position.
That's not good.
Need to think about that. I picked up the Chargers defense because they're playing Denver.
Nice.
I don't think Henry's
Denver.
playing again, so I got to keep him out.
Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
No, I think he's going to be playing against Jacksonville.
Him
Because
and-
this game is important to both of them.
He's.
I think they rested him last week because last week's game didn't really mean anything. It was this week's game for the AFC South, I believe.
Hold on a sec. I'll be right back.
Yep, potty break. So we'll talk about fantasy football. Since he's not in it. Yeah, I might have to think about dumping Garrett Wilson because he's who's his quarterback this week? It's not going to be White. Not going to be Mike White. It's going to be Flacco. I might keep him in.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's with the Jets. He's with the Jets. I remember when he was a fantasy stud. But I might have to. Akers is going against Seattle. I might have to keep him in. He's been kind of having a hot hand lately. I'm gonna look at that. Wilson. If anybody watching, well, no, you might not. We might not post this until after fantasy championships. So hopefully next week, we are the champions. Champions. So that's about it. See what happens. Who else do you have going for your team?
Uh, give me a second. I have Smith, Barkley, Etienne, Higgins, St. Brown, Kelsey, Chase, Cowboys defense, and Mayer for a kicker. Mayer did awesome last week for me.
Yeah, I have Bayer too. So he's been kind of studly, which has been good. Last week I had the Giants defense, which they gave me 14 points, 15 points. So that helped. And I make a bad joke about it. Oh, here he is. Is he drinking?
Should I start AJ Brown over Amon Ra?
Oh, I don't know. Amon Ra. Amon Ra's been a
He's
monster.
been good, yeah.
Amon Ra, that guy's awesome.
I think I'd keep Amon Ra in.
And
Hold on, who's AJ?
he's going against the Giants.
AJ Brown?
Yeah. But his quarterback is I forget who. It might not be Jalen Hurts. It depends on if Jalen Hurts is playing. Damn it.
Oh yeah, because they have Minshew
They're
playing,
all
right?
inconsistent. Oh, Minshew, right. They're all inconsistent.
And and what sucks is because if they get up too much,
They're gonna run.
they're gonna run, but they might also take the starters out
Right.
because it's the last game of the season, and if you've already got a spot that's clinched,
Yeah, you're right. So I'm not gonna run anybody for Philadelphia. That makes sense.
like I got Ayuk, I've got Kittle. I took Ayuk out. Ayuk's a damn good. Yeah, Brandon
Ayukin.
Ayuk. The Niners already have, they're playoff bound. So I mean, they get high enough, they're taking everybody out. So it's like, how am I supposed to play? With you take backups out. Oh, should I pick up Taysom Hill?
No.
No, it's questionable with back issues, but Taysom Hill can put up 42 points without even blinking. He's been doing all right. Maybe I will pick him up. I'll keep an eye on that. How's Waller been doing? Waller came back, but since they dropped Carr, which is kind of dumb, because Carr is he's one hell of a quarterback. Dallas Goddard's been. I'll look at that later. It's Friday night. I'm not gonna think. I'll think tomorrow when I'm drinking.
All right. I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, well, you've been going for
Nothing.
about hour 40, hour 50. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see if we
what
can
is
get
it?
some guests lined up for next week or something. I'll talk to my friend. She wants to chat with us, get a woman's
Yeah.
perspective.
If not, I can get. I'll get Greg, and we'll do that. I just have to send him a link to the podcast, right?
Actually, I'd have to give him. Well, he'd have to come into the Discord, and then I'll have to give him rights because it's like a hidden channel. Because I got other people that come in occasionally, or at least they could see in here. So it's like I don't even just dropping him over recording.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, he doesn't like. We don't. I don't. I mean, I don't care if he wants to use a camera or whatever. I don't. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, or the two of us can sit here and, well, maybe not here. We'll go somewhere else, but
Yeah.
maybe go into his war room and record.
There you go. There you go. Oh, he lives near you, right?
Yeah, he lives in. shit what town is that? It's right down the street.
Nice.
It's like
Nice.
15 minutes away, maybe.
Sweet. Talk
This is
shit.
going to be the most Wisconsin thing I've said tonight. He
Uh-oh.
lives down by the Fleet Farm in the Quick Trip.
Oh my God.
All right. On that note, I'm out.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
cool.
Oops.
Ope.
Crankies.
Ope.
Oops, Craig. Charlie Barons. He does
Oop.
the oop.
Oop.
Say, I don't mean to swear, but crepes.
Oop. Oop. Sorry about that.
How's your parents? How's your say hi to your mother for me.
Oop. It
Say
looks
hi, no,
like. Oop. It looks like your grass is a little high. You need me to cut that for you?
say hi to your folks for me. Oh,
That's-
crepes. All right.
God, that's like the most Midwestern thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I find myself saying ope all the time.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
shit.
It's
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it comes down here every once in a while too. I mean, I throw it out every once in a while.
You know who we need to interview? I don't think she'll do that. Not peppermint patty. What do we call it? Patty melt.
Patty melt. Who's Patty melt?
Patty melt needs to be interviewed. It's my wife's alter ego is Patty Melt.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that'd be funny.
She does the voice not all the time. She doesn't do it enough, and it cracks me up.
We gotta have her on.
Hysterical. Just have Patty Melt on.
It's the Patty melt.
We've got to just have Patty Melt on, and we'll do it from like the Cracker Barrel or something,
Nice. Oh, the Cracker Barrel.
or like a Kohl's parking lot or something.
I,
Kohl's cash.
I was thinking about it. So when I used to stream like the games and stuff, I wanted to get like a green screen, which you could buy them now. I mean, they're cheap on Amazon, or I could just go to like,
Go in fabrics.
Yeah,
and
just
get
buy a
green
piece
thing.
of green felt and hang it up there. Because like Discord's got a thing now where you could do backgrounds, but with I actually
Can you
thought
do it
about
on here?
I don't know if you can do it on yours. On the computer version that you can set backgrounds. So like here I can go in. I'll show you. Video here. If I want to blur, see how it kind of blur it. But the problem is it doesn't like because I'm not green screen, so the background you can still kind of see it.
Yeah.
Like there's this. This one I thought was pretty cool.
I don't have a voice setting.
This is under voice video. Yeah. I don't know if you get it on the regular app.
Push to talk? No, we don't want to do that.
See, I do push to talk, so I gotta hit the button on the keyboard to actually do it. But I was thinking about doing like I could do it to where if you just show video here, you wouldn't see my video, but actually you could. OBS is the recording studio software that it's called Open Broadcast Software. It's got all kinds of crap. Like I could do voice and different channel levels for audio. Like my mic is on a different channel than Discord. So I could actually, when I look at the audio file, I could split channels, lower and raise. If like I could do multiple cameras, stuff like that. I mean, all kinds of things.
Yeah, I'm gonna try something real quick since we're still on.
Yeah, we got some time. I'll end it soon here.
Yeah, a couple of minutes. I'm gonna try
see
kicking around real quick.
The thing is, I think I don't know if you can do multiple cameras. What you'd have to probably do is connect with like another account from the Chromebook.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah,
There's
see,
that.
your phone went away because you reconnected off the Chromebook, right?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm not on.
Are you on the
Not
phone or
on
the
the-
Chromebook?
I'm on my Chromebook now.
Yeah, see, the iPod dropped.
Yeah.
So what you
'Cause
could do
I-
though is probably make another account and join from like the iPod, and then I just give that one rights, and you just turn that one's camera on and mute yourself on that. And or
Yeah,
did
see,
you?
I don't have
or
any kind of.
you'd have to make like
That's-
another account come in that way.
Yeah, and I don't have video.
There we go. And I don't have video
options. Yeah.
Yeah, either same on my Chromebook.
I think the PC version, I mean, it gives you a lot more stuff on the computer version than it does on
No,
regular, but
that'd be kind of fun to change my backgrounds.
yeah, I never noticed, like, so when I'm watching on screen, uh, oh,
Woo!
crooked. Landscape.
Landscape, yeah.
There you
There we
go.
go.
Yeah. You're recording portrait. Uh, is my Army of Darkness poster backwards?
Mm-mm.
Okay, see, when I'm looking at the video, it's mirrored.
No, you're fine.
Are
There
we
you go.
Are we going down that rabbit hole?
Just yeah. No, yeah, you're fine. I can read that. But
Let's
Alright.
try this. Hold on. I want to see something here. Okay, so if we've got, oh, where is it? There it is. It's a video of the video
hey,
of the video. I'm
now
trying
we're
to
just being goofy.
trying to do a selfie. Yeah.
Yeah, now we're just being dope. Oh, I can do. I didn't know that in our WhatsApp, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah. Cool. All right, I
So,
think
all
we're
right,
good
brother.
though. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
To all our listeners, Happy New Year. Hopefully, we
That's
have
right,
a good
yeah.
good podcast year. And
Yeah, 2023. It's where we hit it big.
follow us on Facebook,
Twitter
Twitter,
and Instagram. I will link them in the video on YouTube.
at the YouTube, and I'll link them on. John will link them in there, and my
We'll
link
get
tree
people.
is on my Instagram, and I'll put it on my Facebook tonight.
There you go. Nice.
Buy us coffee.
All right. Later, man. Take
All
care.
right, later.
Bye.
Bye.